Hello girls and boys, welcome back to our next science lesson. Now we've got a few things we need to do today, including an experiment, so I'm going to show you what we need to do and you guys can copy me. So first of all, before we get started, we need to do our weather journal. This part you know how to do. So we'll have a look at our booklets. We're up to week 7 now, okay? So we need to do our weather symbol for today. Okay, today I've got a cloudy day, so I'm going to get some more clouds here. There is a little bit of sun, but not much. Okay, and I'll write cloudy. Okay, very typical Portland winter weather. And then we also have the temperature and the clothes for the day. Now today is a cold day, but how cold? All right, I'm gonna actually go and check on my computer here, so you can get your mum or dad to check the temperature today. Okay, and today is 13 degrees. And see, it's got 13 degrees is the tiny little circle and then a C for Celsius. So it's 13 degrees Celsius here in Portland today. Okay, now I'm filming this on Monday. You guys, the weather will be a bit different for you tomorrow. Okay, or it might be. So make sure you get your mum and dad to check what it is. But for me, I'm going to write down my temperature. So 13 degrees, little circle, and then a C. 13 degrees Celsius. Okay? And my clothes for the day. All right. I will put on, I've got this hoodie on today. It was a bit cold before. So I'm going to get a nice jumper. I think I was a bit cold. Okay, and I do have actually a hoodie on here. I haven't left any room for the hoodie, but it'll go up here. Okay, and nice warm one. Okay, so there's my clothes, and I'll put on some long pants because I was a bit cold. Okay, there we go. So once you've finished your picture and coloured it in, you've done your weather journal. This is the last one we'll do. You guys should understand how to do that pretty good now. Pretty well. Okay, so now the experiment. We're going to move on. Now, we're going to be learning lots more about temperature today. Now, temperature tells us how hot, warm, cool, or cold something is. If the temperature is hot, then it is a high temperature. Okay, and if it's cold, then it's low temperature. Okay, now I'm going to turn over the page, and this is our activity for today. You should see some water, a fridge, freezer, a picture of some people, and a coffee. All right, and it says today we're going to be exploring the temperature. Okay, now if you have a thermometer at home, you can do this, but if you don't, then you can just watch me do it. I'm going to do the experiment here and you can copy down my answers. Okay, now for this you're going to need a thermometer. I'm going to show you one in a second. I've got one here, okay, but let's get started with talking a little bit more about this temperature. Okay, when we write temperature, we have to write the number and then the little circle and then the C, because in Australia we do temperature in degrees Celsius. Okay, now I'm going to show you what I mean, and I'm going to get Amelia to help me with this part. All right, so I'm going to swap over. Amelia is going to be our test subject. Hello, Amelia. Say hello.
Hi.
Okay, now Amelia is going to get some thermometers. The thermometers look a bit like this one we did the other day. Okay, but I've got one in the freezer. I'm going to get it out and we're going to write down what the temperature is. All right, Amelia, so if you can open our freezer there, and it's right at the corner. I'll put it right up here in the cold there. So pull it out, bring it out here. Just be careful you don't bump it. Now if you can turn this around and hold it. Now you can see, can you hold that steady for me please, Amelia? Okay, Now you can see on this thermometer there are some numbers. Up here is the number 0. Okay, down here is the number like 10, and up there is number 10. So this is 10 warm. 0 is when something is freezing. Because this was in the freezer, it was even colder. It was even colder than frozen. So we actually say this is -4. It was -4 before. It's going up now because it's getting warmer. Okay, see, as we watch it, because it's out of the freezer now, that little red line is going up. See, it's going to be at 0 soon. There we go, it's at 0 now. And if I warm it up by putting my hand on it, we can watch it, it's going to go up higher. Oh, it's 5. Now it's up to 10. And if I keep holding it, it's up to 15. Because every line is an extra one. Now I'll put this down so it can... Every line is an extra temperature. So what extra degrees temperature? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Actually, Amelia, could you hold the phone for me and film this? Okay. Now, can you see that this one here is 10? 1, 0 is a 10. That's this line here. And down here was 0. So what we do is we count up. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be 5 degrees. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 10 degrees Celsius. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 degrees Celsius. 15, and then we've got 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. The red line is right up at 23. So inside my house, it's 23 degrees Celsius. And that's nice and warm because I've got the heater on. But when I got this out of the freezer, it was way down here. Very cold. Okay? And in fact, its temperature was so cold it was underneath 0. And if it's below 0, we actually write it like this. Okay, so we're actually going to do a little line like this, which means it was under 0. It was negative degrees. 4 degrees Celsius. Because when I got that out of the freezer at first, it was negative 4 degrees Celsius. Okay, so we write that number down here. And then what's that mean? If it's underneath 0, 0 is when something freezes. And if it's underneath 0, because it's -4, it's under the 0, then we call that freezing. All right, that is freezing because it was underneath 0. Very, very cold. All right, let's try something different. Well, I'm going to try the one from the fridge now. I'm going to get out the temperature from the fridge, and then we're going to look at the number straight away before it warms up. Okay? Okay, I'm going to get Amelia to go and get this for us again. Amelia, could you go and get the temperature out of the fridge and put it on the piece of paper here? I've got another thermometer in the fridge. Right in the corner up there. There you go. All right, bring it out and put it over here on the piece of paper. All right, let's have a look at this. There's 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it was at 7. It's starting to go up because it's warming up, but it was at 7 when it came out, just here. It's almost up to number 10, so it's warming up now, but when it came out of the fridge, it was 7 degrees. All right, so Amelia, if you hold that, I'll write down 7 degrees for the fridge. Okay, and you can do this too. 7 degrees Celsius. Okay, and 7 degrees, that's very cold. It's not freezing. The things in our fridge don't freeze, but it's very cold. So I'm going to write very cold. Very cold. Okay, next, let's try some water. Okay, let's do this glass of water now. So, Amelia, can you grab a glass of water I've got over there?
Can I drink it?
Not this time. All right, now you can put it down, and I want you to get one of our thermometers and put the little red bit in the water and see what temperature the water is. And I'm going to look, we're going to watch this number if we can. Let's see if we can get this number. See if I can focus on it. There it is. Okay, the temperature of the water. Okay. This water is fairly warm. It is, yeah, the number is stopping on the 20. So the water is 20 degrees Celsius. It's cooler than my house, but it is much warmer than the fridge. All right, so let's write that one down. Okay. 20 degrees Celsius. Okay, now 20 degrees, it's cool, but not really cool. It's, depends. Some people in 20 degrees would be a bit cool, some people would be nice and warm. I'm gonna say this water is fairly cool, so I'm gonna say 20 degrees is cool for me. I'm just gonna say it's a bit cool. Just nice. Really? Nice and cool. Okay. Next up, we have one that says me. Okay. Now, me in this case is going to be Amelia. All right, Amelia? I want you to tuck this under your elbow. So, tuck that one under your elbow. So you want to get the red bit under your elbow right up there. And we'll see how warm Amelia gets. Okay, so Amelia's warming up. She's... Ooh. Just turn that around a bit. There you go. There you go. It's a 20. Hold still if you can. Go up to 25.
I'm actually pretty hot right now.
Are you?
Yeah.
26. 27. It's going up. Okay. Now, is it on your clothes or is it actually on your skin? If you...
I don't know.
That's all right. That should be fine anyways. Still going up. It's 28. Try and get it in on your skin if you can. Up under your sleeve a bit. There you go. Because Amelia should get even warmer. She'll actually get up to about 36 if we give this enough time, but we don't want to wait all day. It's difficult sometimes to get this to... There we go. The number is at 30 now. 31. She's getting up to 32 nearly. All right. Now, Amelia would be warmer than this, and when we check her temperature at school or when things like that, we're actually looking for about a bit over 36, and it will keep going right all the way up to 36, but I won't keep you waiting here forever. So I'm going to write down the temperature at the moment, which is at 33. Okay, so for this one that says me in this case was Amelia, but that's just us, people. And when I checked Amelia, the thermometer got up to 33 degrees Celsius. And that is warm. Nice and warm. Amelia are you feeling nice and warm, Amelia?
Yeah.
Nice and warm. Okay. One more now we have. Coffee. Now, Amelia, I'll get you to film this one. I'm going to have to make some coffee.
I want to drink some coffee.
I got a kettle here. Okay. I'm going to boil this kettle, get it really nice and hot. Okay, it'll boil pretty quick. Okay, this is going to be way hotter. Okay. Very hot. Now, I'm going to put this in my cup. I'm going to give it a stir because I have to actually drink this afterwards.
Can I get a hot chocolate?
Yeah, maybe we could make it a hot chocolate next time. And I'm going to wash my thermometer because I don't want to drink anything that's been under Amelia's arm.
Use the other thermometer.
That's all right. Okay, now we're going to put it in and we're going to watch. So right now this is on 20. Can you see it there? Is it getting focused? It's a bit tricky to focus it. Okay. Yeah, it's on about 20. It's going up now because I've got it starting to touch the coffee. I'm going to put it in the coffee and let's see it go up. Whoa, 30, 40, 50. up to 60, 65, 70. Okay, and still going up here. It's on about 74, 75 degrees is where it's stopping. Now this is really hot, 75 degrees Celsius. All right, so let's put that down here for my coffee. 75 degrees Celsius. Okay, and this is really hot, really very, very hot. In fact, I'm going to say boiling. Okay, it is boiling, super hot. All right, now that's why when your mum and dad have a coffee and they say, oh, don't touch me, careful, I've got a coffee. It's because they don't want to spill it on you because it's so super hot that it would actually burn your skin and you could be very, very dangerous. So that is it's so much hotter than even a hot day. Okay, boys and girls. Now, you're welcome to try and do some of those with your mum or dad if you have a thermometer. But if you don't, just copy down my answers, and I hope you found us checking the temperature of different things around the house interesting. All right, guys, well, have a good day, and I will see you next time.